So it's either between Cooper Rush or Tyler Huntley.
I think they're just trying to get him to jump. Yeah, they ain't snapping this ball. that was a good one. He's trying. He earned it there.
What is going on, Ravens flock? My name is Drastic, and I want to welcome you guys back to another video on our YouTube channel, Flocking Ravens. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about a couple of different topics, and we're going to kick off this video by discussing the most important topic of them all. Lamar Jackson is going to possibly miss this week's game versus the Texans. Now, there are reports saying that he might. There's a possibility of him missing the game, but I have a strong feeling that he is going to most definitely miss this week's game against the Texans, because I don't believe that he's going to let all this drama spill over his supposedly fake injury, him quitting on the team and all of that, just for him to end up playing in this week's game against the Texans. I don't think that's going to happen. I truly believe that he's going to miss this game. And the report is saying that he may miss a couple of either 1 to 3 weeks because of his hamstring injury. So, yeah, I definitely think that he's going to be missing this week's game. And we're going to get into what does that mean, right? Because obviously him missing out, we have to see who's going to step up. And we have either Cooper Rush or Tyler Huntley. Now, a lot of you guys forgot that Tyler Huntley was even on this team. It wasn't until John Harbaugh randomly mentioned that Tyler Huntley could possibly be an option. And that's when we finally remembered, oh yeah, Tyler Huntley is on the team. So it's either between Cooper Rush or Tyler Huntley.
I think they're just trying to get him to jump. Yeah, they ain't snapping this ball. that was a good one. He's trying. He earned it there.
Now, I personally think we should go with Tyler Huntley. I don't think that should be even a question, because this team is catered for Lamar Jackson or a quarterback similar to Lamar Jackson. And the closest thing to that is Tyler Huntley when you want to compare Cooper Rush or Tyler Huntley. So I think the Ravens did a horrible job in picking Lamar's backup quarterback, because they're not anywhere close to being the same player. Lamar Jackson is obviously a dual threat quarterback, and Cooper Rush is just not. He is a statue quarterback, literally a statue.
2, 1.
I think the Ravens could have done a better job when it came to finding Lamar Jackson a backup quarterback. From the moment we drafted Devin Leary, I thought that was a horrible mistake. I didn't see any potential in that kid. I'm not trying to talk down on him, but it's just from what I saw. I just didn't understand why we would go that route. Now, another thing that I want to mention really quickly, imagine if Shedeur Sanders would have never said, I don't want to go to the Ravens because I want a chance to actually start. This would be the perfect moment for him to show the NFL what he could do. I mean, this would have been his perfect chance to show just that. And I'm sure that the Ravens would not, knowing that we had Shedeur Sanders on this team, I'm sure that the Ravens would not start Tyler Huntley or whoever else we had on the team. They would have, Shedeur Sanders would have automatically got to start over any other backup quarterback that we had on this team. So that was a big mistake on Shedeur Sanders' part, right? And whoever advised him not to go to the Ravens or whichever other team. Horrible mistake. I'm not saying that with that, Lamar Jackson would have never touched the field again because Shedeur Sanders would have gone crazy and took over. I'm not trying to say that, but what I am trying to say is Shedeur Sanders would have had a chance to show a little bit of what he can do, build up his stock, and the Ravens, they love their draft picks. So if they know they're not going to use you, if we can build you up to possibly trade you for some draft picks, believe me, the Ravens would have done that. And they would have sent you, especially with how the front office is, based on what we hear, right? The front office is always trying to please the players. Look at Hollywood. He got to pick where he went, what team he went to next. The Ravens would have obviously let Shedeur Sanders give his input of where he would like to be traded to for some comp picks in exchange, right? So I think that was a missed opportunity for Shedeur Sanders. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. I believe that the Ravens should definitely start Tyler Huntley over Cooper Rush because, one, he's already familiar with this team, with this offense. And two, I think this weapons and the system suits him a lot more it's more suited for a dual threat quarterback. And like I said earlier, Cooper Rush is not a dual threat quarterback. So the reports are saying that Cooper Rush is looking like he's going to start. And I think that's yet another big mistake. And if that ends up being the case, yet again, that's another reason why John Harbaugh has to go. That is such a dumb call. In no world should Cooper Rush start over Tyler Huntley. In no world. Especially since EDC loves his Pro Bowlers, right? Because Daniel Falele is a Pro Bowler. That's why he deserves to start. So is Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley is, in fact, a Pro Bowler, okay? So I think Tyler Huntley deserves to start in this game versus the Texans. And if we do that and we just do the simple things right, I think we could come out with a win with Tyler Huntley versus the Texans. Because keep in mind, Zach Orr has the Texans number, right? The Texans have yet to score a touchdown against the Baltimore Ravens. They haven't scored a single touchdown against the Ravens. Not only in the regular season, but in the playoffs. All CJ Stroud has managed to do versus the Ravens is put up field goals against the Ravens in the playoffs and in the regular season. So I think this is an opportunity for the defense to show us and show the world that, you know what you guys saw in week 1, in week 2, and week 3, in week 4 was literally a glitch. That's all it was. We were just trying to find ourselves once again, like we always do, which is going to be hard to do. I have to admit, it's going to be really hard to do because we lost a lot of key players. I know it's going to be hard to do, but keep in mind that this team has overcame harder situations than going up against CJ Stroud. I'm sorry, but CJ Stroud is straight up dookie, bro. Like, he is not anything. After CJ Stroud tried a little bro Williams.
Job out there, bro.
Yeah,
hey,
keep going.
Stop taking those hits.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
yeah.
Learn from those mistakes, and everything that you got, bro, is in you already, bro. You're gonna be a hell of a player in this league.
Yep.
All right, boy.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
That was the end of any success for CJ Stroud. Some people are even saying ever since CJ Stroud gave Amber Rose a ride from that baseball game, he's never been the same again. Never been the same again. But whatever the case is, I truly believe that after he tried to little bro that man's, bro, he has not been the same since. And I don't think that CJ Stroud is going to go off in this game. Honestly, I really don't, because and if they don't, it's never going to happen. If the Texans cannot defeat us in this game and they get blown out once again, like they always do, it's never going to happen. Because I put it on someone's comment where they were saying, they have X, Y, and Z out of this game. Everybody's injured. And I said, yeah, it's literally now or never. It's now or never. Because everything is pretty much playing in their favor as of now. I mean, I think it's even in Houston, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think we're playing in Houston. So yeah, they have everything in their favor. So there should be no reason for them to lose this game. Especially, there should be no reason for them to not be able to score a single touchdown. And for all of you guys that are bettors, I would put at least $5 on CJ Stroud scoring one touchdown just in case, because I'm pretty sure it's going to pay pretty good if you do put money on CJ Stroud scoring a passing touchdown. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I want to know what you guys think about who should be the next man up now that we know that Lamar Jackson is going to miss the game versus the Texans. Now, it's not confirmed yet that he's out for the Texans game, but you could pretty much assume, you could put money on it that he's going to be out of that game, right? So the next topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about is Madabuike. Madabuike is out for the rest of the year, and possibly, like, his career might possibly be literally over. Or if he does come back, it's going to be very, very hard to come back from that neck injury. It's going to be very hard for him to come back from that. I don't think he's going to be the same player that he was before he got injured. So it's not looking too good for Beaks, to be honest. It's just not looking good. And I said this in, I don't know where. I was watching someone's live, and I said it in their live in the comments, and we discussed it. But I said before they announced that he was going to be out for the season, I said, this is giving me the feelings I got when the whole situation was going down with the whole Tyus Bowser thing. It was giving me the same exact vibes, because Harbaugh did not want to say a word about Tyus Bowser's situation. He kept giving us the runaround, and he was doing the same thing, very similar things when it came to Madabuike. He was doing the same thing. So I said, I think this is worse than what they already told us, because they said he was going to be out for a couple of weeks. It's weeks to weeks or something like that. I said, nah, this is definitely worse than what they are telling us. And now they're telling us he's going to be out for the rest of the year, and he could possibly make a return, and they might hold him in on the shelf for some years and put him in IR and all of that. I hope they don't. Let's just accept it. He's done. I'm sorry, guys, but we can't keep wasting 3-4 years just like we did with Tyus Bowser. We have to. He's a great person. I love Madabuike's personality, his drive. Just his game. I loved everything about him, but unfortunately, when you look at what's best for the team, we just have to move on from him and start looking at his replacement, and not with just any scrub off the street. No, we have to literally start, either we make a big trade for a good replacement for Madabuike, or if we're not going to do that this year, fine, but we have to find a strong replacement in the draft. And that's another thing I want to hear from you guys. What would you guys do if you were in Eric DeCosta's shoes? Would you just accept that Madabuike is going to be out, like his career might be done, and move on from him? Or would you try to find a way to save him and give him the time that he needs to heal, whether it's a year, maybe 2 years? What would you guys do? Because they're saying it's going to be, if we hold on to him and we just wait for him to return, it's going to be a lot of money and a lot of dead money, right? Another report that I read somewhere was that if Madabuike just accepts, all right, you know what, this is not looking good, I'm going to retire right now. They were saying something like we don't have to pay him his guarantee money or something like that. So that there is a way for us to save money, but we have to start having these conversations, I think, with Madabuike and say, look, we gave you the money in good faith, and I don't know, work something out. We have to work something out, but even if we're gonna take the hit, move on, look for his replacement, but we cannot go through the same Tyus Bowser situation where we're just gonna be sitting ducks, just for him to waste our time, and we end up. I can't remember what we did. We like cut him, did some sort of agreement with him, and yeah, it was like, why we should have just done this like 3 years ago, right? And the same situation, like I remember we literally paid him and then he got injured. Same with Ronnie Stanley. We paid him, he got a huge injury. And he finally came back to his old self, but again, he's injured and it's not their fault because they can't help it, right? So same with Madabuike. I'm not trying to sit here and say, this is all his fault. He sucks. We should have never paid him. They can't help it. So it's unfortunate, but we do have to look at that position and move on from it, right? That's what I think we should do. Let me know down in the comments, what would you guys do? The final topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about was that there is a lot of content creators out there getting offended over a lot of people's comments that said that, including myself, I was one of them that said that Lamar Jackson quit on, I said Lamar Jackson quit on Harbaugh and the whole entire coaching staff and that O-line and all of that, right? So a lot of people told me, well, if you're saying that Lamar Jackson quit on the coach and whatever, that's the same as saying he quit on the team. And I said, sure, why not? I'll say that he quit on the team, but I do not blame him. I don't blame him, right? And what do I mean by he quit on the team? Because I am not saying he is faking his injury, right? He is injured, but I truly believe that Lamar Jackson is not injured enough to say I can't play. I'm not willing to play, or for the coaching staff to force Lamar Jackson to sit out. I don't think he's that hurt. Now, I believe that he knows he's playing hurt, but he's able to play hurt. But based on how this O-line is performing, is protecting him, and the calls that the coaching staff are calling, he decided, you know what? I can't continue to play hurt if you guys are not going to look out for me. So I have to start looking out for myself. And I think Lamar Jackson made the executive decision to sit out of the game. And I don't think this makes Lamar Jackson a bad person, a bad player, a bad teammate. I think every situation is different. And I think that this situation for Lamar was the best decision for him to make, right? So you have content creators like The Vault, the Nitro, right? And I call you guys by name. I don't like to talk about people and not say who I'm talking about. Try to keep you guys guessing, wondering. No, I really don't care. I didn't get on this YouTube thing to try to make best friends with other content creators or with the front office and whatever. I tell it how I see it, right? So, yeah, I didn't like what Nitro was saying, talking about, like he keeps defending Lamar, like Lamar could do no wrong. I'm a huge fan of Lamar Jackson. Huge fan, right? But I don't have to agree with every single thing that he does. I don't have to like everything that he does. And neither do you guys, right? But he believes the only way that you could be a true Lamar fan is by, kissing his boots. And I don't like that mentality, because that's the same mentality some of these Harbaugh fans have, and you're constantly criticizing them every single time. Just like I criticize them, I can't be the same thing that I criticize them for. So if I don't like something about Lamar, I'll say it, and that does not make me a Lamar hater, right? And this guy, in my opinion, Nitro, he picks and chooses every situation. And he always tries to turn things around to make Lamar look great. And again, I don't see anything wrong with Lamar quitting on this team. I don't. Bro, this team quit on the whole defense quit on the team week 1. So why would you expect Lamar to keep giving it his all if like your defense can't do it, your O-line can't do it, your receivers, they can't get open for Lamar to, throw the ball. Your coach doesn't help you. He keeps Derrick Henry on the sideline. Why would you want to keep giving it your all, especially when you're hurt? Now, again, I don't think he was hurt, but he had some sort of issue. You could tell by the way he was running. You could tell by just his demeanor was different. Like something was not right, but he was playing through it the entire time. But it gets to a point where you just say, hey, this isn't worth it, right? And this is something that RG3 constantly preached. If you're not right, you got to sit out. Lamar is truly a great teammate. Like, he's going to give it his all. He's not the type to give up on his teams, but I think he was trying to send a message. Now, he's not the type to be vocal. I don't see Lamar getting on the mic in the presser and saying, I'm tired of my O-line. I'm tired of my coaches. I'm tired of the defense. I'm tired. He's not the type to do that. He's always putting everything on him. So what's the next thing that you could do without having to get on a mic and say how you feel? You sit out. Keep people wondering, questioning what's going on. And that's exactly what happened. The moment he did that, everybody, content creators we saw it. We saw what it was. It's not hard to dissect. It's not. It's very clear. He got out because he was tired of the BS. People on ESPN and all of those shows, they all saw the same thing. And now you have, because Harbaugh came out and said, yeah, there was no way Lamar was going to go in because he was hurt. All of a sudden, Nitro believes everything Harbaugh says. When he was preaching and the vote and all these engraving, everybody, they're all preaching all the time like Harbaugh doesn't, tell the truth. We can't believe him, this and that. But now all of a sudden, because it fits your take, now we have to believe what Harbaugh is saying. Of course, he's going to say that's why he set out because he was injured. What do you think he's going to say? You think he's going to get up and say, you know what, Lamar Jackson was just tired of my shits, so he decided he had enough and he set out the game? He's not going to say that. And then you're showing, they were looking at, who's they? Look at the picture. There was one person looking at it, and he had like his hand on Lamar's knee and was probably just talking to him like, yo, so what do you think about this game next week? What are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. But it didn't look that serious. Now, when it's serious, you know it's serious because you have 5-6 people around that player, everybody trying to help him. And it's Lamar Jackson. If it was anything even slightly serious, it wouldn't be one person checking out Lamar Jackson. So stop with the whole they were looking at. No, they were not. That one guy was looking at him. And I bet that guy is not even in the medical staff. He's probably like the water boy or something. I don't know. Probably is the water boy because all they put was a towel and ice. That's all they did. He probably took some ice from the water and put it on a towel and put it around his knee. But it doesn't matter, bro. I truly do not care if Lamar got out because he was fed up with the coach. Because I think that's what it was. He was trying to make a point. And yes, he was hurt, but he could have kept playing. He didn't want to, and I don't blame him for that. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Now, if you guys do think that that's the bad thing, whatever, there was no way we were winning that game. Even if Lamar did whatever he could to put up points, the Chiefs were doing whatever they wanted with the defense. And then with all of those players going out, what could we have possibly done on offense? Doesn't matter. If we scored a touchdown, the very next drive, Xavier Worthy would have gone for 80 yards. Another 80. Hollywood got a touch. There was nothing we could have done. Nothing. So I don't blame, and I'm not mad. Anybody that's mad that Lamar Jackson set out,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Jerry.
let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about Lamar Jackson? If he did quit on the team, how do you guys feel about it? Do you guys think it's justified, or are you guys thinking, you know what, that's not right, he should have kept going? Because again, what could he have done to win the game? The defense was getting their ass handed to them, bro. There was nothing he could have done to help win this game. Even if that Justice Hill touchdown came while he was, it didn't matter. Like, there was nothing we could have done. But I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I want to hear what you guys think about all these creators and their take on this whole situation, because especially Nitro, I'm getting sick and tired of this kid. I'm sorry, but like, he's always kissing Lamar's boots. And I'm a fan of Lamar, but yo, this guy, it's like something else, bro. Like, yo.
I love you, Brittany. Just know that, okay? Just know that. And how fucking dare anyone out there make fun of Brittany after all she's been through? Leave her alone!
I don't want to be so biased, so blinded that you feel like you always have to defend Lamar Jackson. Like, relax, bro. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Like, I'm sure you guys already heard his take. There's other channels too that are on the same BS where they're like saying, you know, everybody owes Lamar an apology, or they owe them an apology, or that's not Lamar's character, bro. Like, I'm not going to keep going because I can hear myself sounding like a broken record, just repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. And I don't want to do that. So, like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about these content creators and their take about Lamar Jackson. Do you guys think that he quit on the team? And if you do, are you okay with it, or do you have a problem with it? Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about it. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed to it. And help me out by hyping this video up so that it could push my content more, so that we can grow this channel together, okay? And with that, I'm going to see y'all in the next video.